The whole reason for the surgery was to get those fingers moving normally. Now the keloids are preventing normal movement function in those digits. Why it's important until you get the surgery to keep those joints moving so that they don't get stiff, and start, do a little game, squeezing a ball kind of thing will definitely help to make it better. And as Dr. Batra mentioned, some of these things that we could consider doing now before the surgery, injections would be tough for her now. So you would have to probably give her general anesthesia, which isn't really a viable option. But other scar products, as you said, I think the silicone sheeting and maybe using some topical steroid will make it better in the interim. But I think your surgeon is leading you down the right path. What we're seeing is, I think you're going to need scar revisions and then treatment so it doesn't come back.
Yeah, definitely ongoing management, because once you go in and you graft those areas, you just want to prevent those keloids from coming back. That's going to be the most important thing.
And docs, what about moving even beyond this, Nanette? And I'm sure you've had this question, whether it's Angelica or anyone who is susceptible to keloids, if there's ever a cut or open wound, or, do you just have to be super proactive in terms of the treatment of it to prevent more keloids forming?
It's true. So there are high-risk sites that we know anything under a lot of tension is going to be a little bit more risky. Anywhere that there's going to be chronic inflammation. So like if, for example, there's embedded shrapnel or asphalt or something in there that's stimulating an immune response. But the thing about keloids is they can even recur years later. So even when you've very successfully treated them, they've been quiet for a very long time, you have to be all over it when they start to grow back and just nip it in the bud.
To your question, I mean, this unfortunately is now part of her history. So if any elective surgery she gets, any injuries, she has to be particularly vigilant watching those scars as they heal so that they don't keloid.
Yeah. And Nanette, we know that you have a great plan in place for Angelica, but we also see that she is still a happy child and playful. So the toy company, Melissa & Doug, wants to give you $2,000 worth of new toys to keep her smiling through this whole process.
Thank you so much.
You can play with them too, Mom. It's okay.
Oh, she'll be so excited. Oh, thank you.
Best of luck with everything, and thank you
you're
for
on
sharing.
good hands there.